Welcome back. Earlier tonight, Linda McMahon was confirmed to run the Department of Education, a vote largely along party lines. This comes even as President Trump and his allies vow to forge ahead with a plan to abolish the DOE altogether. My guest tonight is Mackenzie Price. She's the co-founder of 2 Hour Learning and Alpha School. Up late with me live on the Final Five to talk about that and more. Mackenzie, welcome back. I think the last time we had you on was right around the time that Linda McMahon was nominated. And I'm curious, over the last couple of weeks and as we've changed administrations, has anything changed on the educational landscape, or is that just starting to begin here?
Well, it's just starting to begin, but I'm hopeful that Secretary McMahon is going to make some positive changes that are going to put kids first. And I think what we're seeing most, and this is what the administration has said, is they're going to take more control back to the states, which I do think is a good thing, because I think states have a much greater connection with their local community. They know what teachers are seeing and needing in the field, and it's really much needed because our education system is not in a great place. So I'm hopeful she can make some good changes. Okay,
so what was interesting was when the process started for the confirmation, Betsy DeVos, who was obviously President Trump's first education secretary in the first administration, she said, hey, it's time to abolish the Department of Education. And now it seems like that seems to be the direction that the administration would like to move in, even though Linda McMahon, certainly during her confirmation hearing, didn't signal that. So how does the two coexist? How do you strengthen the role and the connection with parents and students without completely demolishing and dismantling the department itself?
Yeah, I mean, that was quite an email for all of those employees to be getting today, asking for a severance. And, I really feel for people when we're going through downsizing, but I'm hoping that they're going to be able to shift the priorities of the program to put more money back to, most importantly, teachers to help with pay, and give more stuff to put students first. So I believe that through McMahon's confirmation hearing, she's still going to keep a lot of the great programs that the Department of Education has been able to help. I think she's just going to move them to other departments. And I think that we are going to be able to reallocate some of that budget and give it back to schools to make improvements.
So when you look at ways to make it a more appealing field to keep teachers involved and engaged, you mentioned about increasing pay. A lot has been said about merit pay. A lot has been said about how you navigate the idea that you have a very powerful lobby and teachers unions across this country. How you reconcile those ideas and those different constituencies.
Well, I'm a big fan of the idea of disrupting education. We've had the same model for so many years, and it shows it's not working. A third of our students are reading and doing math at grade level, so we have to do something different. I'm a huge fan of providing more personalized learning solutions and using technology to do that. So I actually believe that the future for teachers can be totally transformed to be one where they are more effective and more able to make a positive impact on kids by leveraging technology. I also think that if we can increase pay for teachers, that is going to go such a long way towards keeping these very important people in the classrooms and attracting more people to come into the classroom. And especially when we focus on the idea of providing life skills. That's one of the things that Secretary McMahon said, that she wants to make sure that our young people are future-ready employees, teaching things like financial literacy. And I think if we can make some of those changes, it's going to help teachers see that they actually have a brighter future, and one where they're going to have more control and more impact than they've been seeing in recent years.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of districts, a lot of schools moving towards the idea. Financial literacy is a big thing. And I mean, I know that would have changed things demonstrably for me had I known more about that through the years.
I mean, just think if we had known about credit scores and interest and how to invest and save and earn, those are the things that we need. And that's what really this future-ready force needs. It's all about what I say the 4 C's. It's critical thinking and communication, collaboration, creativity, and let's give young people these life skills. And I think that is something that this administration has said that they want to provide more vocational training, more general life skills training. And I think that is a win for our young people.
Mackenzie, just about out of time, but I want to just get a sense from you. So we're going from a Democratic administration. Miguel Cardona was the Secretary of Education, now to Linda McMahon. What change? Like, what do you think the main difference is going to be that parents and students might see up from the get-go?
Well, the hot topic is going to be school choice. And unfortunately, school choice has been something that often falls down party lines, right? Conservatives tend to like school choice more. I will tell you that I believe anytime we can put more power in communities that actually know what's happening in their schools, I think that is better. I also believe the one-size-fits-all school system or classroom doesn't work anymore. And I do think there's going to be a lot of advantages that come from giving families more options, both in public, charter, and the private sector.
Yeah, the idea that the one-size-fits-all approach, I mean, I think I saw that firsthand in the 90s, where that seemed to be a way for a lot of these school districts to go, these school systems to go, where it was just easier to put everybody on the same track. And I think in the end, that hurts people on all ends of the spectrum. Mackenzie, we got to go. Great to see you again. Thank you for staying up late with us.
Thank you. Have a great night, Jim.
Our pleasure. And the Final Five is back after this.